Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. Today is a very special day. You see the number 3 behind me. Well, it is not Parkinson Voice Project's third anniversary. Our organization started in 2005, but today is the third anniversary of when we started hosting these online Speak Out Home practice sessions. We started doing this March 13th, 2020. I can't believe it's been 3 years, but you're going to learn more about these sessions and hear some wonderful testimonials. I also have a special guest, Jay Frazier, who will be coming on the show. He has been in our program for 10 years. I know that he is going to inspire you, give you some great advice, and help us celebrate our third anniversary of hosting these sessions. And Julie made a beautiful cake back here. Jay is going to be able to enjoy that. That's the only bad thing about online sessions is you don't get to enjoy the cake. Let's all take a sip of water. And again, if you're new to these sessions, my name is Samantha Ellenderry. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I'm really glad you're here. I want to help you keep your voice strong and your swallowing too. Let's all take a sip of water with intent. This is water, warm water, not coffee. You don't have to sip on warm water, but I like it. But just make sure you're drinking some kind of water. We're going to run through the speak out exercises with intent this morning because I want to bring Jay on and we're going to have a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and start with the first speak out exercise, which is the warm up. I want you to speak out, project your voice forward with intent. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. Up and forward. Again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Try to connect as many as you can, but take a quick breath if you need one. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. One more time with intent. May, me, my, mo, moo. Very good. Let's all take a sip of water. I also want to thank Luann and Paul who dropped off these beautiful tulips. Those are from their garden. So there's lots of people helping us to celebrate the third anniversary of hosting these sessions. How about those of you that are chatting? Maybe you can tell us what a difference these sessions have made for you. When we started these, I really thought we were only doing them during the pandemic, but they've helped so many people. Let's move on to speak out exercise number 2. The ahs. Deliberately open your mouth and project your ah forward. Ready? Ah. Good. Don't let it trail off. Let's do it again. The ah is flying over your computer. Let's do it again. Nice job. Let's do a 5-second one, or about 5 seconds. Strength is more important than length. When you start that we want it to be strong and then keep it consistent. Let's do another 5-second one. Good. One more, and then we're done with the ahs. Nice job. Let's all take a sip of water before we move on to the glides. We're going through these exercises a little bit faster than usual because I can't wait for you to meet Jay. Jay's been in our program. Do you see how I have to speak with intent? Jay has been in our program for 10 years. He's going to motivate you and inspire you. All right, the glides. Project an ah forward and then start gliding up. Here we go. Good. The sound should always be in front of you, even though you're gliding up and down. Let's do it again. Make sure when you get to the top that you stop all the way. We want everything to settle. And then you'll glide down. Let's do it again. 2 more. Keep the mouth open all the way to the end. Let's do one more with intent. Good job. We've done the warm-ups, the ahs, and the glides. Next is the counting, but let's get some water first. All right. I hope you had a nice weekend. I had a good weekend with my family. My sisters gave my daughter a baby shower. So baby Harvey will be here soon, due the end of April. So we're excited about that. And it was nice to see my sisters who came in from Austin and San Antonio. What did you do this weekend with intent? Go ahead and chat and let us know. Remember, you've got to put your name in first and then start chatting. Next, our counting. Project every number forward. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Every number with intent. Think about projecting every number forward. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now backwards. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. We're going to move on to the reading, but go ahead and take a sip of water with intent. Thank you to Lisa, who made up today's sentences. And we have some wonderful testimonials that Jay is going to help us with. Let's read every sentence with intent. Exaggerate the highlighted words. Here we go. Today we celebrate our third Speak Out practice anniversary. Again. Today we celebrate our third Speak Out practice anniversary. Next. In March 2020, we were hosting 12 to 14 speech groups in our clinic each week. So before the pandemic, we were hosting how many speech groups in our clinic each week? Did you say 12 to 14 with intent? Say it again. Next, we closed our clinic on March 12th due to the pandemic. Stretch out the word pandemic. Say that with me. Pandemic. What day did we close the clinic? Next, our first online practice session was on Friday, March 13th. Again, our first online practice session was on Friday, March 13th. So just the day after we closed our clinic. Next, together, there were 30 people practicing that day. On March 13th, 2020, how many people were practicing with us that day? Did you say 30 with intent? I hope so. Next. Today, there are over 3,000 people practicing daily. How many people are practicing with us every day now? 3,000. That is right. We're going to move on to the cognitive exercise. I'm going to show you 3 people. I wonder if you know who they are. Who is this first person? If you don't know who she is, just take a guess. Who do you think this is? Well, this is Lisa. Let's read this together. Lisa, one of Samantha's assistants, has worked for PVP since 2014. Develops the content for the online practice sessions. Has a degree in history and used to work in museums before joining Parkinson Voice Project. And she monitors the intent emails. So this is Lisa. Whenever we bring up Lisa and you're emailing her, that's Lisa. Now, do you know who this is? Well, we know that's Audrey Hepburn, but who is the Audrey Hepburn look-alike? Well, of course, that is Julie. Are you speaking with intent? Do you know what Julie does at Parkinson Voice to help with these sessions? Take a guess. Let's read this. Ready? Julie, one of Samantha's assistants, was working in our accounting office when she started at PVP in 2017. Prepares the lighting and computer for the online practice sessions. Gets Samantha a big cup of warm water. Decorates the room for special occasions and makes fabulous cakes. Loves Audrey Hepburn movies. And then another very important person who is involved in these online sessions. Do you know who this is? You chat with her during the sessions. Well, this is Lena, and let's read this together with intent. Lena, our digital media coordinator, has worked at PVP since 2021, monitors the online practice sessions, chats with you, posts the daily reading material, and is going to have a baby in May. We're just going to have lots of babies around here. This is wonderful. Okay, listen, I want to do Dr. Boone's words very quickly, and then we're going to bring Jay in. Let's do these first. Read each one twice. Gula gang ga ga with intent. Gula gang ga ga. Next. Ku ka mangu ka. Ku ka mangu ka. Ready? With intent. Gangla. Gangla. And next. Kukla. Kukla. Now, I told you that Jay Frazier has been in our program for 10 years. He joined our program in 2013, and in 2015 he made a video about his swallowing and described what it was like before he went through the Speak Out program and how it improved afterwards. We're going to watch Jay's video, and then Jay will be here. Give me just a second to pull it up. Here we go.
Well, the voice is getting weaker, but my big problem was swallowing. I had a couple of episodes that were near death, actually. The one I remember specifically is my wife was out of town, and I was having sandwich at the lunch table there at our house, and took a piece of sandwich, and it didn't go down. And so it stopped, and I stopped, couldn't breathe. And I can remember thinking, I said, what a ridiculous way to die, choking on a tuna fish sandwich. Well, I can tell you that before the program, I would notice stuff would get a little stuck, and it would eventually go down, but there was a problem with actually carrying through the swallowing motion. And after the program, I just swallow like a normal person. I don't even think about it anymore. Of course, I'm fairly religious about doing my exercises, and I believe that the exercise has changed my swallowing mechanism and made me more confident in going out to eat in public and basically just eating in general, which I'm doing a very good job of lately.
And welcome, Jay.
Thank you, Samantha.
I'm so glad you're here to celebrate this third year anniversary of doing these sessions. Can you believe it?
It's hard to believe. It started just it seems like yesterday with the pandemic, and here we are on the other side of it, and we're still going.
Did you ever imagine that from a pandemic, something like, I mean, this is amazing what has happened.
You know, good things happen occasionally out of bad things, and this is certainly one of those examples.
And I'm happy you're here. 10 years in the program.
That's also hard to believe. Been a hard 10, but I'm here.
Yeah. How does it sound, everybody? What do y'all think? I think your voice is amazing. So that video that you made about being at home and almost choking on a tuna fish sandwich, tell us about your swallowing now.
My swallowing now has been basically improved through the participation in the Voice Project. So the glide exercise in particular does a great job of basically making your vocal cords work, your vocal folds work to eliminate the choking problem.
Yeah, you've become an expert in speech and swallowing.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but it certainly is a first-hand experience.
Tell us how often you do your exercises.
I try to go 4 or 5 times a week. If I
Good.
can't do that many, I do as many as I can. But I found that if I go more than 2 or 3 days without doing the exercise, my speech digresses and my swallowing digresses, so I need to keep up with it.
What do you notice after 2 or 3 days?
Well, swallowing things become difficult to get down, and when that happens, that's a real danger sign to me. And my speech becomes really unintelligible. My muscle movement degrades, and I just can't go without a few days of speech therapy.
That's kind of scary.
Well,
To know.
it's the way you live. You can make a choice to do it or a choice not to do it. And my life is better at doing it.
Well, that's the good thing about Parkinson's is that it responds so well to therapy and exercise. So if you do it and keep up with it.
It's a two-edged sword. It's a good thing that it does. It's a bad thing that you have to do it.
Right. Well, you know, we had a question come in, and I think I think this is a good one. The question that came in, it says, I need physical or occupational therapy. Which is better in your opinion? Now, physical therapy and occupation are different. You do physical therapy?
I do physical therapy.
Have you done occupational therapy?
I have not, but I know a lot of people that have.
Yeah. So there are two different things. So physical therapy, tell us what kinds of things you do in physical therapy.
Physical therapy is basically exercise, stretching, general everyday therapy for your body. Occupational therapy is based on environment and what you need around you to perform better or perform safely.
Yeah, they say occupational therapy is more the upper body, but also activities of daily living. That's what we call them, activities of daily living. So things you need to do, like being able to dress yourself, shave, brush your teeth, eat, things like that, safety in the home. Occupational therapy can help you with that.
Dexterity, things like that.
Yeah, handwriting, buttoning your buttons, things like that. So really, people with Parkinson's should have an evaluation for both physical therapy and occupational therapy. How often do you exercise? So you do your speech exercises 4 or 5 days a week, and you participate in a speech group every week. And,
Right.
And then physical therapy, how often?
Well, I try to exercise 4 or 5 times a week, just like voice therapy. I found that same thing. If you use it, you don't lose it. But if you don't use it, you will lose it.
What advice do you have for people who are maybe haven't gotten involved yet in therapy, whether it's speech, exercise?
Well, there's all sorts of levels to begin at. You know, usually you'd ask your doctor, your neurologist, a physical therapist, someone trained in it, what to do for Parkinson. You can start slow and you can do chair stretching, chair yoga, things like that, and you work your way up. It goes all the way up to the most challenging thing I've done is boxing, which requires a lot of coordination and strength and stamina
And intent.
and intent.
And intent.
You don't actually box people, but still you have to know what you're doing or you'll end up falling down like I have a few times.
Yeah, but you just get right back up.
Well, boxing not too bad because there's always a mat. When it's bad, it's falling in the street. You don't want to do that.
Listen, Jay, we need to do our bonus reading, but I'm going to show you over here on my computer. This is actually the bell. You'll see it. Oh, there it went. Okay.
Like the stock market.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. Let me share my screen. And Jay, you're going to help us with the bonus reading. So today's bonus reading is testimonials from many of you who have been practicing with us. And Jay is a pro at this reading. So reading has to be stronger than conversation, right?
Right, it should be.
Yeah, it should be. So, all right, Jay, let's have you read the first one, and everybody will repeat after you.
If it weren't for you during the pandemic, I don't think I would be here today.
Oh, I like how you stretch those out. Okay, so we'll read it again, and everybody will read us. Ready? If it weren't for you during the pandemic, I don't think I would be here today. Yeah, every word with intent. Read this one, Jay. Lots of intent.
I think these exercises and the intent are teaching me a much healthier and deeper way to breathe and talk than I have ever known. I am grateful.
So how much are you having to really think about stretching out those highlighted words?
Yes, it's always challenging. Doesn't matter how many times you do it. If you have new material, you have to think about it. I'm focusing on every word individually. I'm saying them. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing. I'm just focused on the movement of the air through my mouth and lungs and saying the words.
Yeah, you're doing great. Let's read this together, everybody. Ready? I think these exercises and the intent are teaching me a much healthier and deeper way to breathe and talk than I have ever known. I am grateful. Yeah, you're doing great. All right, how about the next one?
Everyone at home and at work has commented about the improvement in my voice and the virtual elimination of my coughing. I look forward to your practice sessions every day.
You're really reading with intent. Like, everybody, this is a fantastic example. Jay is doing a great job of this, and it's not easy. You have to really think about it. Let's everybody read together. Ready? Everyone at home and at work has commented about the improvement in my voice and the virtual elimination of my coughing. I look forward to your practice sessions every day. So we're starting to run out of time a little bit, and I want to ask you, Jay, tell me about intent and how you have incorporated intent into your everyday life. What advice do you have for everybody?
Well, intent doesn't come naturally. You have to practice. You have to train your mind and train your body, and eventually you'll do it. You become calibrated to what you need to say to the person at the level you need to say it. Mm-hmm. So just keep working at it. You don't start knowing everything you need to know. Within a few months, a few years, for some people, you'll get it done, and you'll live better because of it.
I always say that from the time somebody finishes Speak Out, it usually takes 6 months to 2 years to really incorporate intent into your life. How long do you think it took you, Jay, where you really started to think about it as you were walking and doing everything?
About a year, I think.
Yeah, well, you're a fast learner.
I have a lot of confidence.
Yeah, that's good. Well, you've done a great job, and what a great way to celebrate 3 years of these. I can't believe we've been doing this for 3 years.
Like I said, it seems like yesterday.
I thought it was just going to be temporary.
We used to meet with about 20 guys in the back room here, and boy, those days have changed.
It has. I mean, we used to do 12 to 14 groups every week in the clinic, and now we've got 3,000 people practicing with us online.
It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, we're never going to stop doing it. I do have an idea, though, for this next year. Let me ask you what you think about it. We have providers all over the country and in different parts of the world, and I have this idea of having them submit recordings, hosting an online session from different parts of the country where we could learn about different cities, different states, different countries, and everybody could every now and then do their practices with a different therapist. What do you think about that?
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Wouldn't it be neat to have a whole library of online sessions and you say, today I think I'll do my exercises in French.
When we first started this, we used to dabble with that. We had some Australian sessions.
It was fun, right? We had the
Quite good.
kangaroos in the back. So I'm kind of thinking about doing this maybe for Fridays. I think that would be kind of cool on Fridays to do that.
I'm all for it.
All right. Well, Jay, listen, thank you so much. I'm really grateful to you for being here. And isn't he an inspiration? I hope he is, because I want you to know that we can help you regain and retain your speech and your communication. We say we're in it for the long haul, Jay.
I would say that's correct. Just do the work and do well.
Yeah, good. All right. Well, everybody, let's all clap with intent, right? Yay! Keep going, Jay. Keep going. Keep clapping. We're waiting for something to happen. Is it going to happen? Yay! Good. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.